Hello everyone, we all want to be good at the game. We all want to be considered pros, have people fancy us. And there's a couple of tips inside the game that you can be doing that will get you to that point, or at least get you a little bit closer. So today we're going to be going over the top 5 things you should be doing to be considered an advanced or pro player. Now let's have a little fun with this, and when you get to the end of the video, go down in the comments and post how many of these things you're doing. There is no winners in this. Well, I mean, obviously if you're doing all 5, you're a winner, but there's no prizes in this. Maybe we'll give an attaboy or a good job there at the end, but that's all you're really going to get out of this. This is just for fun. Now, as we all know, there's some pretty decent heroes that we can get from inside the shop, and that's why buying the extra set of 7 tickets twice inside the arena is one of the best ways to spend your gem. The fact that we're going to be getting a ton of tokens is a great way to get Lilith, not to mention Almond's in there too, and some people are even grabbing Telfer. On the other hand, there is the Abyss, and where it does cost a little bit more, 500 for 10 torches, there is a lot of people that are also going this on top of going into the arena, because we do have things like Kion in there. We also have Milia, even Carmen is another good one to go for. So a lot of good things to get out of this. But the big one being is when you do advance far enough inside the Abyss, you'll start seeing things like get this legendary piece of gear when entering 26,000 times or whatever the number is. And I don't want to leave out Dalkiss and Abala, both other great ones. Even Ken are not really too bad. I think the best selection in this is probably going to be the B shop there. But honestly, I'm a huge fan of Lilith, so that's where my eyes always go, right to the arena. The next one is one that I'm still working on myself, and that's saving your summons for the events coming up. Summon events nonetheless, doesn't necessarily have to be a summon event, but something that has summoning in there for missions inside the game. We do have the Souls Quest Carnival coming up tomorrow, and this talks about missions, so this might be one of the opportunities to use those. Now, I myself, I get 10 of these things, and I can't help but to just click. I'm a big believer of going and saying, oh man, I want to get as far as I can, as quick as I can, but I'm starting to realizing that it's not doing me any good just spending these things as fast as possible. If I were to just hang on the extra 100 for a week or two, it might actually serve me a lot better by using it on those missions. The third one's going to be buying the items from this event, and not just any items, mysterious apples and soul stones, and I guess you could even say the spheres or the eggs in there too. When it comes to the late game or mid game, anytime you get maybe around like chapter 20 or so, you're going to find yourself needing a lot more soul stones for your perfect link, and you're going to find it's a lot harder to get these mysterious apples. I mean, really, we're only seeing them in the secret sanctum, but I can tell you, I've been investing a ton of these things into Lilith. Everybody else is pretty weak, but on my pay to win one, Lilith is totally rocking, and a lot of it is due to using those mysterious apples. Not to mention that a lot of those enchanting skills at level 20, 30, and 40 are completely insane for some heroes, so it's really a good investment to go in, but it can be so difficult to say, yep, I'm just going to go and spin them on these versus that nice fancy lighter dark hero that you're seeing. The fourth one might bring up a little bit of a controversy here, but that's going to be stacking your runes. I mean, these subcategories on them. You see somebody with an onslaught and you see all 5 of those substats sitting there with an attack plus 10%. I mean, yes, it is nice to get the divine rune on it there, or the divine stat on the final one. And if you get that, to go and get the subcategories of the other 4 to be attack plus 10%, this is something you see some of the high top players. Just head over to the arena, head over to the Abyss, or even the rankings inside the game. Look at some of the top heroes and look at their gear. Look at their runes themselves. You'll probably see at least 1 or 2 of those runes just fully stacked with attack plus 10%. The last one's going to be checking enemy gear, and it's not going to apply so much inside the chapters because not a lot of them are really running the runes. But when you go into the arena battle, popping onto the enemy, seeing which one has those divine runes on them can definitely be a game changer. You'll be surprised of which enemy actually has it, and that's going to be your main target if you can get to them, that is. If you got enough heroes, this might be something like switching over to Soul to do damage at all, or even Adina to go and hit the back row, or maybe even a Fleta. But knowing which hero has those powerful runes is going to be a game changer for you. Now, if you're going up against one that has 5 of them, my best bet would be back out, find somebody else, and just try to have some luck inside the game. You're just way too high, and you might be that top player yourself. So there you go, everyone. 5 tips for you to hopefully help you get a little bit better. And if you got all 5 of them, attaboy, good job, keep up the hard work. So if you guys didn't get the promo code from yesterday, I'll have it linked up right over here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.